Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. So today, as usual, I'm going to go into a few things that I noticed unfolding this week and some personal experiences, as well as a channeled message from the Sophia Dragons. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was Mr. T. He wants to go into the Smithsonian and kind of correct the history in there. And I think he is probably going to do that, but I think that's also a little bit of a cover-up for him to go in there and reveal the stuff that has been hidden in there. I think the Vatican and the Smithsonian are two main places where we have a lot of archaeological stuff that's hidden that is kind of keeping us from our true history, including like the bones of the giants. I did get a message that there was going to be bones uncovered, so pay attention for that happening. And then in a journey, he came forward, Mr. T, and said, I need you to help me break through to the other side. And it reminded me of that Doors song. And I think breaking through to the other side is also like a metaphor for our consciousness breaking through to the other side. And I remember in a dream, I saw Mr. T and he was pointing over this rainbow bridge, and on the other side of it there was like a whole new kind of like crystalline looking civilization. So I had another dream with him in it this week, and it was almost like it was like in a game or like a game show of some sort, and there was a circle of like leaders and politicians, and the leaders would be asked a question and then they would be booted out of their seats of power. It was like kind of like musical chairs, and if they answered the question wrong or if they were corrupt, they would be booted out of their chair. And Mr. T was actually facing out. He wasn't even facing the same direction as the other politicians, so that was kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly what that dream was about, but we'll see how that unfolds. And then this woman, her name is Allison Coe, and she has a YouTube channel where she shares quantum hypnosis healing sessions that she does, where she puts people under hypnosis and then she shares, if they give her permission, some of the things that come through in these sessions. And one of those sessions from like 7 years ago came up, and this person was talking about the new earth and what the new earth looked like, and that they were shown their transition there, and there was a rainbow bridge just like the dream that I had. And I think this was in 2018, and it said the new earth will be very soon. And remember, spirit's time is not our time. They don't have like linear time in spirit. So I did get a message that new earth is sort of overdue now. So it was interesting that video from 7 years ago talking about how the new earth would be 2019 kind of came up. And Allison herself said, just take dates with a grain of salt, because spirit never really gives dates. As I said, like their timing is not the same as our linear time. They're in a more of a circular time. So, and then in the new earth, I've also had dreams where I can fly, and I've had dreams where I can breathe underwater, and some of these people in some of her sessions has said the same thing. So very interesting. Then I heard another intuitive talking about karma for America and how America has destroyed a lot of other countries. We've had a lot of corruption in power. Big tech is here and what they're doing. And I didn't really watch the whole video, but what I got intuitively from her message was that because we do have some karma in kind of bullying and policing the world, that we are the ones that are going to have to correct this situation. So, and I have a video called America Will Be First. So I think we are the first ones to start correcting the wrongs and the corruption in our systems. And then that is going to ripple out to the rest of the world. Okay, and then last night we went on a walk and I got stung again. So, and when I was stung, I was standing on a bridge. So I'm almost wondering if this goes back to that that dream I had about the Rainbow Bridge and these yellow jackets. I was just standing there not doing anything, and all of a sudden they were like, there was 2 of them in my hair. So this time I got 2 stings. So I don't know, maybe there will be a double sting operation. I do think that there is stuff going on with trying to take down the cartels and the human transporting stuff. Someone asked me in the comments last week what I thought about these warships, and I said I think the warships are probably there to take down the cartels and corruption and stuff that's going on there. So we'll see how that folds out. Let me see in my notes here. I'm going to turn the page. So in the UK, I mentioned checking out Tousi TV, Tousi, and he does a lot of coverage about the rioting and what's happening over there. And he even had a video. It was something about anger rising. And if you remember a few weeks ago, I talked about an angry wave would be coming. So I think that's what it was about. And just in general, people being fed up with kind of this globalist control that we're experiencing. So then in a session, the dragons came forward. And we were talking about in this session about how to protect ourselves from like EMF and like these false frequencies. And in my own journey, I also saw this. It was almost like I heard this frequency, and it was this shrill, really harsh frequency of the false artificial timeline, and then this like blissful, beautiful, organic frequency, and how different they were. Spirit was showing me. At first it scared me, and then Spirit's like, don't be scared. We're just showing you the difference between these frequencies and how they would sound if you could actually hear them. Thought that was really interesting. So then in another session, I got this card that flew out, and it was about walking in beauty. And this card flew out again today, and Spirit wanted me to share it. And then in another session, I was shown like a silk pillow, and that this person needed to like surround herself with beauty and even just some sort of a little bit of luxury to make herself feel better. And it's important to make our surroundings feel good so that it raises our frequency when our surroundings are clean and beautiful. And it doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money. It could be just like a few candles or a few pillows or a new painting that you hang up, or painting a wall a different color, like anything that like makes you feel better, that creates beauty in your life. And the dragons kind of expand upon this idea, and it comes from the Navajo people. It's called the Beauty Way, and so the dragons wanted to talk about that. It's just really simple, but really important right now. So I guess that's all right now. I'm going to just go ahead and read their message. And as you know, I just type out the messages as I hear them. I don't let any beings inside my body. I just telepathically hear what they're saying, and I type it out. And this is what I heard. Message from the Sophia Dragons, Sunday, August 31st, 2025. We are all rising. Greetings, friends and warriors of the light. The time has come for you to rise into the temple of your changing vessels. Protect your mind, body, and spirit as the yellow jacket protects its territory with fierceness. Feed your temple pure whole foods and clean water, and remember to mineralize your temples with pure unprocessed salt. Look to the plant kingdom to supplement with herbs, and the mineral kingdom when you need extra support. Move the body so that your energy can also move. A body in motion releases trapped energy, and even a simple daily walk can help you with the flow of your qi. We also recommend qigong, swimming, yoga, or whatever movement you feel drawn towards. Balance this movement with rest, and you will be able to move through the intense energy changes with more grace. Remember to breathe. The Essenes knew of the importance of breathwork and meditation in order to connect with the higher realms. At this time, your guides and angels wish to connect, and this is a way to hear their messages for you. Those who hold visions and dreams for rebuilding New Earth will continue to be guided towards a new future as you prepare your bodies and minds. There will be a coming together of like-minded in order to fulfill sacred missions that will assist the planet in this transition. You who are bridges between the worlds, between heaven and earth, continue on your path with patience and perseverance. For the time is at hand when acceleration is in progress. Several months ago, you were given the message that some would be experiencing time warps, and the accelerated setting of the sun that you saw was one of these time warps. When you experience strange anomalies like this, you can know with a surety that new momentum of energy is here. A great change is taking place. As stewards of New Earth, we are all rising. We are rising into new frequencies emanating from the sun. We are rising into new vessels. We are rising into new consciousness. And we are rising up to say no to all that is not a match to this new beauty we wish to create. You can start to walk the beauty way by being in alignment with the truth of your soul, by being authentic and true to yourself, to your higher knowing, by walking your path in integrity and kindness without giving way to others' expectations of what you might not resonate with anymore with your rising wisdom. You can walk the beauty path by doing small things that create an aura of peace and tranquility in your home or environment. Make your space a sanctuary or designate a place, however small, as a sanctuary or altar of peace. Walk the beauty way with love, peace, integrity, and you will become a beacon of light to others. There is never need for force. All you need to do is walk the beauty way, and you will exude your own unique light, and those who are ready will lean in and listen to your wisdom and feel your essence through your example. The Master Yeshua has always taught to lead by example rather than force. As you continue to correct any misconceptions, old beliefs, and old paradigms within yourself, you begin to correct these things within the world. It all starts with you. Be the stone in the pond that ripples out beauty around it. As your frequency rises, so will that of the planet. The dragons are also here, and we are assisting in this transition with our frequencies of love as well. So we are all working together in unity as one to turn the tide and embark on a new golden era of peace and prosperity. This does not happen overnight, but we are now in the process of this great turning of the tides. As you overcome personal challenges, expect breakthroughs and turnarounds. Trust in the power of your own intentions and trust in the divine. Tune into your own desires and needs and make daily steps towards creating more beauty in your own lives. This will help you move through the chaos with more awareness and to be in each present moment. Light a candle and speak your intentions. Then sit quietly and take time to listen to the voice within you. For the kingdom is within, and it wants to speak with you. All you need to keep rising through the chaos is within you, for you are an aspect of the divine. The dragons are an aspect of the divine, for the divine is within. You will continue to see outside authorities and institutions collapsing, for they were never really needed to connect to the divine in the first place. They were only needed in order for us to relearn this lesson. As we rise, we see with new eyes. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear will begin to remember their inner wisdom, and they will know the way forward. Those who teach, heal, and create will lead the way with heart-centered creations that will continue to transform the fallen planet into a new heaven as Eden is restored. Do not doubt yourselves. If you feel as if nothing is happening, look to yourselves 10 years ago. Ask yourself, how have you evolved? And you will begin to see that you are moving forward and evolving. This evolution of consciousness will indeed continue to rise. Know this within your heart and see all challenges as a catalyst for growth. Look forward to new beginnings as the year comes to an end. The energy will continue to shift and evolve. All that is purged will re-emerge in a more balanced way as the restoration of all things will also rise. We are one family of light, and we are all rising together as a new era unfolds. The true calendars and prophecies have spoken. The dragon riders know who they are, and the time is now. Ride with us into a new dawn where the sun also rises. Take heart as you leave the old behind, for what is on the horizon is beyond imagination. Let it be so. We are the Sophia Dragons, and we leave you this message with a new hope for the new future. Thank you, Sophia Dragons. So they mentioned that the sun went down in like a few minutes, and that happened last night. Me and my husband, as we were driving to the park, the sun was fully above the mountains, and it was a red sun. It was pretty incredible. And we got to the park and we looked at it, and it just literally was just sinking behind the mountain like so quickly. I've like never seen it with my naked eyes go down that fast. And I was like, and even I even thought it, and then he said it. He's like, did that seem normal to you? I was like, no, I've never seen the sun go down that fast. And I was like, wasn't that like 5 minutes? He's like, no, I think it was less. And I think the sun went down in like 3 minutes. It was crazy. So also my friend Kimberly on Spiritual Growth Journeys, that's her channel, she was talking about glitches in the matrix. So my guides call it kind of like time warps, and she had a whole video about this week. So if you want to go check that out, she had some crazy experiences like that as well. So another thing that I noticed is the dragon said at the end, they make reference to an Ernest Hemingway book, The Sun Also Rises. And I looked up this book, and the characters are challenged with health issues, and they're very disillusioned with the world around them, and it's post-World War I. But in the end of the book, they kind of imagine how things could have been and how wouldn't that be lovely. And I think that the dragons are just saying that we can use our own imagination in the face of our own health challenges and whatever challenges that we're facing to create this beauty within the chaos. And it reminded me of what I wrote in the description for our new record that just came out today, by the way. And I will put a link to our new record in the description box for those who would like to check out our music. But I kind of talk about this concept in the description of the record. And this is what I wrote. I wrote, Bedlam in the Badlands, which is the name of the record, is an album that weaves the listener in and out of a world of contrast between dark Americana, European folk influences, gothic blues, and dirge rock. The songs range from lush atmospherics to minimalist compositions with stark, rustic storytelling. It finds the beauty in a world where darkness is rising to the surface to be witnessed and challenged. The tone is set with an apocalyptic landscape, ultimately finding peace within the chaos. So the next thing that happened was last night I was sleeping, and all of a sudden this loud car came roaring down the street honking. And that's very unusual. So I got up and I looked at the clock, and it was number 409, and I looked up that number, and it said the spiritual meaning of angel number 409 emphasizes becoming a positive role model, using your influencing abilities to guide others with integrity. So this goes back to the beauty way also. The number also signifies spiritual growth and transformation, encouraging an open heart to embrace universal magic. It's a sign to embrace growth with the universe's support. And then I asked the dragons to draw a card, and this Beauty Way card popped out again. So it is in the Native Spirit Oracle deck by Denise Lynn, and it's called Walking in Beauty. Card meaning, radiant beauty surrounds you. You're beautiful inside and out. No matter what your age, your grace is growing. Being in balance, as you walk in the beauty and feel gratitude for it, your life will be filled with immense splendor. Whenever you can, spend time in natural, wild spaces. As you see and hear and feel beauty around you, your own beauty will grow. Your native spirit wants you to know that in Native American traditions, there's a concept of walking in beauty. It's called, I'll probably totally mispronounce this, Hojo Naja in the Navajo Dene tradition, and it means being in balance with the natural way of life. When we are in right relationship with the natural world around us, we are walking in beauty. The more you sense and see beauty around you in your environment, yourself, and your body, the more you will feel it in your life in all forms. Never say anything about yourself or your body that's negative. Don't put down yourself or others. Instead, affirm beauty and take time to adorn your body and personal space. Walk in nature and inhale the beauty of every part of our wonderful planet. Cherish yourself and the luminescence within you, and you will glow. And then the journey. Create outer harmony in your home environment, even in small ways, such as a vase of flowers, a scented candle, or clean windows, and your inner grace and radiance will begin to shine even more brightly. Wherever you go, look for beauty in your surroundings, and as a result, the world will become more beautiful. And it's interesting because a few weeks ago, a video by the channel's called Channeling Jesus and Ananda. And Jesus was talking about this, sprucing up your environment. He even said, get out some putty and, clean up the cracks in your walls. And it was an interesting message, but it's kind of going along with the message that I'm getting from the dragons. So I just think that the universe is asking us to create beauty in our environment and walk with beauty, walk with nature, and enjoy our connection to the natural world as we move into New Earth. So I hope something resonated with you. If you'd like to book your own personal reading or healing session, please visit redmountainshaman.com, and you can go to my contact page and learn how to book a session with me. I hope you all have a great week, and it really helps me out if you press like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, whatever you can to do to help spread the word. And also, thank you so much to everyone who supports me through booking sessions, leaving me tips, leaving donations. My PayPal is at the bottom of my contact page. It's much appreciated, and it really helps me to keep making these videos. So I hope you all have a great week, and we will reconvene next Sunday evening. Take care.